Hey Hot Wheel fans, I'm back. We'll do some more questions. Let's see what we got from Ray. He says, have you ever owned any of the Hot Wheel cars you've designed? And the answer is yes, I have quite a few. The Model A with the house on the back was my first car that I drove to Mattel in 1969. That was my basic transportation back then. I had a 63 Corvette, 55 T-Bird, 34 three-window, a couple other cars, and now I own the 34 sedan that was in Larry's garage this year. I've got the 32 Nash, which is better known as the Packard in the line, and my COE, which is I'm working on currently. So yeah, I've had quite a few cars. Thanks for the question. Connor, you asked if I like real cars as much as Hot Wheel cars. Hey, the answer is for sure. All the time, ever since I was a kid, I like working on cars. I started building hot rods when I was 16, and I've had quite a few since then. I've got my latest project here. I've been working on this for years. It's a rear engine 34, and who knows, maybe someday I'll make this one into a Hot Wheel. But I'm building this, and I've got the COE, which I'm tearing apart, fixing things. I've got an old vintage trailer that I'm restoring. So I'm keeping pretty busy. It's just kind of like Hot Wheels, except I'm my own boss. Sean, you asked which was the most challenging and the best design that I did at Mattel. And this is it. It was the Legend of Life Snake Funny Car. And I worked on the original Funny Car back in the day, of course, and so it was great to have this project come up. But the thing about this one, if you've ever seen it work, it does wheelies, the engine runs, the Christmas tree comes down. This thing was really a tough job. It took us a long time to do it, but it was so satisfying because this is really a great toy. And if you ever look close, you'll see me, I photoshopped myself into the background. But I used to go to Lions drag strips to watch him run anyway, so I figured that was legal. So this is the best. Josh, you asked what I collect and what's my favorite car. I collect everything that I ever designed, and of course there's other cars that I collect from the other guys too. But trying to find the unusual stuff, like first shots, wrong colors, some patterns, anything that's unusual about a car that most people can't get, and working at Mattel I could get. I really like getting that kind of stuff because that's what makes it exciting. My favorite car, they're all my babies. I love them all. The Passion and the Boneshaker, because they're so well collected, of course, are one of my favorites. But I think I've got just about everything that I would want on collecting, and I've got the ones I like best. So thanks for the question. Chris, you asked about the Boneshaker. One of my greatest cars. I really enjoy that thing. Well, I did a lot of hot rods as the years were going along, and I was trying to come up with a gimmick to make it a little different, and that's where I came up with the skull idea. The Boneshaker, of course, never thought it would be so wild, but there's a lot of collectors out there looking for it, and we keep changing the colors to drive you guys nuts, of course. So here's the original sketch. As you can see, it was just a basic hot rod with a skull on the front, and that just made it that much better. And so I've been trying to do cars like that ever since. The Honky Tonk Hot Rod had the steer skull on the front, so that had kind of the same kind of gimmick. But that's the kind of thing I really enjoy doing. And hey, thanks for the question, and I'm having a great day, so thank you. In case you want to know how I got started at Mattel, I was working for Ford Motor Company in Detroit, and I got tired of the snow. So I came to California looking for a job, and I ran into a buddy of mine, and went to a party at his house. He worked at Mattel, and he said they were looking for a toy designer to draw cars. And I thought, hey, I could draw cars for a couple of years, something to do. And he went on and did Matt Mason's space stuff, and I did Hot Wheels for 40 years. So it worked out just right for everybody. So all you kids out there, be sure to go to parties, because that's where you meet everybody.